Have you ever wondered about the secret power hidden in the brief pause between two sujood? Many Muslims rush through this moment without realizing its spiritual potential. Yet, in these few seconds, Allah is closest to His servant, ready to accept heartfelt prayers. There is a special dua that can transform your life, bringing mercy, guidance, forgiveness, and blessings. In this video, we will uncover this life-changing supplication and show you how to connect with Allah like never before. The moment between two sujood is one of the most intimate pauses in salah, a space where the servant stands neither in prostration nor in standing, but in a position of pure humility. This brief sitting is a reminder that worship is not only about movement, but about presence of heart. It allows you to gather your thoughts, reconnect your intention, and acknowledge your dependence on Allah. Unlike other parts of prayer that may feel structured or rhythmic, this pause holds a quiet stillness that invites sincerity. It is a moment where the heart becomes soft, the ego lowers, and the soul recognizes its need for divine mercy. Many scholars describe this time as a spiritual breathing point, where the believer can realign themselves with the purpose of salah. By understanding its importance, you begin to approach this moment with awareness, gratitude, and deeper spiritual connection. In the position between two sujood, a person experiences a unique form of closeness to Allah, because the body and heart settle into a state of quiet submission. This moment carries a spiritual softness that is different from the intensity of prostration. It is a humble acknowledgement that every blessing, every breath, and every moment of guidance comes only from Allah. When a believer sits with calmness in this posture, they naturally feel their dependence on their Creator more deeply. The heart becomes more transparent, the mind becomes clearer, and the soul becomes more receptive to divine mercy. This closeness is not based on outward movement, but on inward sincerity. It is in this gentle pause that many people find their emotions settling and their connection strengthening. The stillness of this moment invites a believer to open their heart fully, knowing that Allah responds to sincere intentions and quiet supplications. The dua taught by Prophet Muhammad ﷺ for the moment between two sujood is a concise yet deeply meaningful supplication that reflects the needs of every believer. He instructed his companions to ask Allah for forgiveness, mercy, guidance, strength, provision, and elevation. Each phrase is chosen with wisdom, forming a prayer that touches every part of a person's spiritual and worldly life. By teaching this specific wording, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ provided a simple way for anyone, regardless of their knowledge or background, to connect with Allah in a complete and balanced manner. This dua reflects the compassion of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, who always guided his followers toward what benefits them most. Reciting these words with sincerity transforms a brief moment into a powerful act of devotion. It becomes a heartfelt expression of hope, reliance, and trust in the one who hears every whisper. Each part of this supplication carries a distinct meaning that speaks to a different need of the human heart. Asking for forgiveness protects the soul from the weight of past mistakes and opens the path towards spiritual clarity. Seeking mercy invites Allah's compassion into every aspect of life, allowing a person to move forward with peace rather than fear. When one asks for guidance, it becomes a plea for direction in choices, intentions, and daily struggles. Requesting strength is a recognition that human will alone is not enough. Every believer needs divine support to remain steadfast. Asking for provision acknowledges that sustenance comes only from Allah, whether in wealth, opportunities, or emotional stability. Finally, seeking elevation is a request for honor, dignity, and spiritual growth. Together, these meanings form a dua that nurtures the believer's inner and outer life, shaping character, intentions, and resilience with divine help at every step. This powerful supplication brings multiple blessings together in a way that influences every level of a person's life. When someone sincerely asks Allah for mercy and forgiveness, their heart becomes lighter, making space for tranquility and hope. Guidance and strength help a believer navigate challenges with clarity, reducing confusion and protecting them from slipping into harmful choices. Provision granted by Allah brings stability, whether through opportunities, ease in daily affairs, or support during difficult times. When all these elements combine, they create a balanced and empowered state of living. A person begins to experience more purpose, gratitude, and confidence because they know their affairs are being directed by the One who controls all outcomes. This dua acts as a shield, a comfort, and a source of inner transformation. It gradually shifts a believer's mindset from worry to trust, allowing them to face life with a stronger connection to their Creator. This supplication adds a depth to salah that turns the prayer from a routine act into a heartfelt conversation with Allah. When a believer pauses to recite these meaningful words, their focus naturally strengthens, and their presence of mind increases. Instead of moving quickly from one posture to the next, this moment becomes an anchor that grounds the entire prayer. It helps shift the heart away from distractions and brings attention back to the purpose of worship. By reflecting on the meanings while reciting them, a believer becomes more emotionally connected and spiritually awake. This deeper awareness often leads to a more peaceful and fulfilling experience in the rest of the prayer. Over time, the consistency of making this dua nurtures a greater sense of humility, sincerity, and gratitude. It transforms salah into a source of comfort and stability, where the soul finds renewal and the heart finds genuine closeness to Allah. Rushing through the moment between two sujood diminishes the spiritual potential of this special pause. This brief sitting is not meant to be a hurried transition, but a sacred opportunity to connect deeply with Allah. Taking time allows the believer to focus fully on the words of the dua and to feel their meaning in the heart. When one slows down, the mind becomes quiet, distractions fade, and the soul can truly express dependence, hope, and humility. This intentional pause also trains patience and mindfulness, qualities that extend beyond salah into daily life. By honoring this moment, the believer demonstrates sincerity and reverence, which increases the likelihood of the supplication being accepted. Even a few seconds of thoughtful reflection can transform a fleeting posture into a profound act of worship. This deliberate approach encourages the heart to remain present, fostering a stronger, more consistent connection with Allah over time. Now that you know the secret dua between two sujood, make it a part of your daily prayers and experience the blessings and closeness to Allah. May Allah guide your heart, forgive your sins, and fill your life with peace and barakah. Share this reminder with your loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe to Graceful Deen for more powerful Islamic reminders. Comment below with the prayer, "O Allah, guide me and bless me," and let's make this dua together.